Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Versus. Is today it's the battle between Spider-Man: Far From Home, Detective Pikachu, and Ice Age 2 slash Ice Age: The Meltdown. Now, before we get started, you guys probably noticed that Ice Age 2 doesn't have a real poster like these two. Well, quick problem. As we were trying to set up for this video, we couldn't get Ice Age 2 to print unlike these two. So this is the best way that we can do. So anyways, with all that out of the way, let's dive right into things. S- Yep, totally different movies. Is one winner, and let's see who that winner will be. Starting with story. So once again, and all these movies are in different places with their stories. Spider-Man Far From Home is a superhero film. Detective Pikachu is a mystery film, and Ice Age 2 is a comedy. Starting with Far From Home, its story is, well, straight off with dislikes. It's really predictable. Yeah, basically the whole story is supposed to be about Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, uh, dying over the fact that Iron Man has died. But but the movie does a 180 and becomes a comedy film, which was really confusing and distracting. Yeah, it was quite terrible. Oh, which drags the movie already all the way down with lots of points lost. So, anyways, moving on to Detective Pikachu. Unlike Far From Home, um Detective Pikachu's story is actually really good. Yeah, yeah, we love the detective aspect of the movie, which is pretty self-explanatory because the movie's called Detective Pikachu. But yeah, even though the detective stuff is not too deep, but it is good enough to the point that we care about the story and characters. But uh, the movie has two specific problems in our opinion. Yes, so first off, the pacing. Some of the pacing can go far as to being good, then being too fast, to being silly, or just being stupid. Which brings us to our second problem with the film. Uh s- uh the way that it was concluding the whole mystery plot was really predictable. And we will explain that a little bit more in the villain section. But anyways, Ice Age 2, on the other hand, and is pure near perfect story. And we have very little flaws that we have to give it to it. Yes, so basically the story is about Manny a uh uh figuring out that he's the last mammoth, but finds a girl mammoth of named Ellie, but she thinks she's a possum, which was really funny, and we'll definitely explain that more in the comedy section. But anyways, the best story has to go to Ice Age 2 because it didn't have the flaws that these two movies had. And just to reiterate, Spider-Man Far From Home's problem is the pacing and how the story was mutilized, and Detective Pikachu oh, was quite predictable in the end, and the pacing is just too slow, slow, fast, or too dumb. Um, yeah, it was pretty close between Ice Age 2 and Detective Pikachu. Oh, because unlike Far From Home, which was just awful, oh, these two movies is actually had good stories. But those two flaws I put Detective Pikachu down a bit. Anyways, let's get into the characters. Starting with Detective Pikachu this time, its characters, ooh, they could be a mixed bag. Well, the only one that is not really a mixed bag is, well, Pikachu himself. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds does quite a good job of doing Pikachu's voice. Yeah, it's not, even though it's not like in the Detective Pikachu games, it's still really good. Uh, but the human characters, on the other hand, and and are kind of a mixed bag a little bit. We didn't we didn't find any of them that enjoyable. I guess the most enjoyable human has to be Ted, the one of the main heroes of the film. But other than that, uh uh yeah, we don't have much to say about the rest. Moving on to Far From Home, it's well, starting with uh Spider-Man himself, aka Peter Parker. um well, we thought, we think that he was really annoying in the first film. He's not as annoying as in this film, but he was quite annoying at some points. It's, but at least he's able to zip his mouth at points. Yeah. And then the other heroes, on the other hand, and MJ is quite awkward in this film, which we found strange, because well, in the first film she's cooperated enough to be around lots of people. Yeah, yeah, which was really strange. And then his best friend, I forgot his name, but we don't have much to say about him either. Moving on to Ice Age 2. Ice Age 2's characters are are really good. And Manny is a really enjoyable protagonist. As we love love him. We we kind of find it funny how he gets angry at some points. And yeah, Sid, and I think most people have mixed opinions about him, but we don't. We actually like the guy. He's really kind and funny. Diego, I found the funniest character in this specific movie. Yeah, and we'll explain more in the comedy section. Ellie Lee is so stupid, but we love it. And then the two guys, I forgot their names. He's, uh, people hate them, but we like them. They're pretty funny. Honestly, one of the funniest characters in the movie. Eh, And yeah, that's it. And we loved all of them. So, anyways, the best characters have to be choreographed in Ice Age 2. Because once again, a process of elimination, it has to be in place. Is even though we like Detective Pikachu's characters, and some of the characters in Far From Home. Oh, uh, the all the rest of the characters. I mean, the majority of the characters in their movies are quite lame. So, anyways, let's get into villains. Which we run into a bit of a problem because as Ice Age 2 doesn't have a villain at all. So it has to be eliminated in this round. And so it's only between a Spider-Man Far From Home and a, a Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu choose villain. Well, just like what we said in the story section, is really predictable. Oh, and really boring as well. Probably one of the most boring villains ever in a movie. Yes. Sorry for all the fans that like him, but he just doesn't do much or 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 really just anything for our liking, and which makes him really forgettable and quite hateful in our eyes. Is and we don't really have anything nice or even slightly nice things to say about him. So yeah, hey, we can't even remember his name. So anyways, moving on to Spider-Man Far From Home's villain. Um, it's also its villain is also really forgettable. Oh, at least it did he did a bunch, but the best scene of his is in his mansion, I think, and and um uh, and he explains how everybody in his team got here in the first place. Even though quite predictable, but we kind of like it in a way. So the best villains have to be in Spider-Man Far From Home. Because even though both of the movie's villains are forgettable, at least, at least, at least the villain did something thing that we liked. So that lifts it up, up. So yep, as Far From Home wins this one. Now, our comedy. All right, so Spider-Man Far From Home, as we said in the story section, and is supposed to be be Spider-Man struggling with the loss of Tony's death, but it does a 180 and becomes a cure comedy film, and well, because of that, and eh, and and yeah, she, the comedy is really lame, like super lame, like incredibly lame. Like double forts lame. Okay, no, when you took it a little bit too far. Sorry. Eh, anyways, Detective Pikachu's comedy. Sorry about the pause, as I'll understand that I just set it up dinner, so I don't have to do that. Yes. So yes, once again, sorry about the pause. But anyways, going back now to the video, and going back to where we left off. Detective Pikachu's comedy, well, it's actually really clever for how the Pokemon interact with the world. Out is how it's clever. Yeah, Ted's reaction when um uh, when Pikachu was drinking coffee, he was really funny. A- and I I know it's kind of weird because I don't think it was supposed to be funny, but when a side dog get a got a headache, I actually found it really funny. Well, I didn't. It was like side duck. Ah! Yeah, that's really not funny. Uh, Anyways, and also another one that I want to bring up is Ted Ted's reaction with uh uh interacting with Pikachu in their very first scene. Well, pardon me. Uh sorry. Um yeah, Ted's reaction to seeing Pikachu talk was really funny. Yeah, he was like, "I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up." Yeah, that was really funny. And then now, Ice Age 2's comedy is pure comedy gold. And hey, this is the film that started the I'm not fat, I'm poofy joke that we reference a lot during this channel. Yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, but the other thing we liked about Ice Age's comedy is how the characters like uh kind of throw banter against each other and diss each other. Yeah, we found those the funniest parts of the entire movie, and one of the funniest comedies in animation or just movies in general. We absolutely love the comedy in this film. So the better comedy has to go to Ice Age 2. And no indirect reason why we like it more than these two. Oh well, Spider-Man Far From Home's comedy is lame, so yeah. But we just found ourselves laughing a lot more in this film compared to the other films, especially from Far From Home. Anyways, let's get into the action. Now we're starting with Ice Age 2. Well, I mean, just like most of the last movies that are like this movie with action, it's basically more platforming kind of action. And it's except for like hand to hand action should see scenes. But those scenes were quite enjoyable. Not really the most rememberable, or like too off compelling to talk about. So yeah, we don't have much to say. Now we're moving on to Detective Pikachu's action. We loved loved two specific action scenes. Or well, the first one could be considered an action scene, I don't know. But the first one that we both liked was when uh the play that one place was trembling, and then had to they have to escape and then get back to the car. It was really and compelling and engaging. And Pikachu also got hurt in that one, which was really sad to see and devastating to watch in a good way. And then the second action scene that we both liked was in the climax of the film between Detective Pikachu and Mewtwo. Well, they're technically the villain taking control of Mewtwo. The action scene was really good. And it was quite slow paced, but no mind. I'd slow pace action sometimes. Eh, and Pikachu finally using his power, whereas what was really good and fun to see. And then moving on to Far From Home's action. Look, Far From Home may have lots of issues, but the one thing that the MCU movies know how to do right, it's their action scenes. And come on, it's a superhero film. Of course it's gonna have good action scenes. It's, there's no indirectly one that we liked out of the others. We just thought all of them were equally as good as the other. Yep, up and way better than the first movie's action in our opinion, but not as good as the third movie's action. And yep, No Way Home, but still good in our eyes. So quite obvious, the best action scenes have to go to Spider-Man Far From Home. Because, well, quite explaining Santori, it's a superhero film, yeah, it would obviously be these two movies in that. Now, we will be skipping Pig songs because, well, it doesn't. None of these movies have like indirect tunes or anything thing to bounce off of. Of and yes, they do have music in the background, and just like any movie. But uh, but be, if you're wondering why we do songs anyways, is because, well, here's things that the movie has to need an actual song on or just like uh, a memorable tune or something, and not just like a basic tune like these movies have. So yeah, we'll be skipping so the song category for this video. Anyways, now time for our the conclusion. Now, well, only two of these movies have flaws. Well, as for Ice Age 2, oh, uh, well, we have very little problems about it. And, and it's one of those movies that we liked, that doesn't have a flaw whatsoever. But with the other two, Spider-Man Far From Home's problems comes from, well, everything except for action, and it is quite good. But Spider-Man Far From Home incorporates bad jokes, oaks, awful story, a awful tones of music, like, and awful characters. Basically, it's one of our least favorite movies of all time. And Detective Pikachu's only problem is that is that the that some of the pacing, especially by the end, and with the villain, are really predictable. Well, which it's still good, but its story and conclusion could have been better. So, compared to placings, well, this is the lineup. Spider-Man, Man Far From Home gets third place. Detective Pikachu get second place. And Ice Age 2 gets first place. Making Ice Age 2 as our winner of this episode. And Spider-Man Far From Home as our loser. Now, I'll, yep, the reason why we chose Ice Age 2 as our winner is because, well, unlike like these two movies, is this this one doesn't have any flaws whatsoever. And we can almost say that for Detective Pikachu, but it could have it could have even won today's episode. Uh, but if it didn't have just that one simple flaw, well, theoretically too, but yeah, one simple flaw, then it could have even won or could have even tied with Ice Age 2. And Spider-Man Far From Home didn't get anywhere close as greatness as these two movies. I, but don't worry. Alright, if you're a fan of the other two movies, is we won't judge ya. Even though we really hate Spider-Man Far From Home, and we'll probably not watch it ever again. Yeah, and well, spoiler alert about our opinions with the other two Spider-Man movies, but they all suck. Yep, the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies really need to be working more on making more sense with the stories, right? And just make the overall experience more good. Hopefully the fourth Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland in it actually becomes good. Uh, But but it'll probably become goofy again. Anyways, I will see you guys next time for another episode of Movie Versus. So, we'll see you guys next time. Bye!